Эй, Тул, привет. Это нормально. Hello, hello. It's okay. Hey, Plusser, hello, hello. Hello. Every time I don't stream, every time I like take a break from streaming, even if it's just one day, coming back, it feels like I haven't streamed for like a month. And it's so hard to just get back to it. I don't know why. Hey, Nifemi, hello. Welcome. Yeah, I feel so out of it. I was thinking earlier and I noticed that что is actually pronounced что. Yes. I knew this, but I never like thought about it. Is Russian like that, like English is? Random words being the rules, behind the rules? It's not random. So it is true that in Russian, the way words are written is not necessarily the way you pronounce it, but there are rules behind it, right? And so when you learn Russian in like elementary school, you actually go through a classes of phonetics when you take a word and you break it apart phonetically, so how it sounds, and there are actually rules behind it. It's not a strict science, because even though a lot of dialects in Russian got eradicated by Soviet Union, there's still kind of a bit of an accent around like the borders. So, but yeah, there are literature norms in the way you pronounce words, for sure. So it's not Wild West of English, you know, dialects. But yeah, it's still not exactly the way you spell it. Yes, there is a grammatical explanation, at least for the literature norm. It's not only a stress, it's just like, I mean, yeah, English is just batshit crazy. I mean, it is batshit crazy, but at the same time, it also means that you can literally speak English in whichever way you want. And nobody can claim that you're doing it wrong, because, you know. You seen TypeScript port for Go? Yeah, I think it's cool. Much seeding. I mean, the people who seed about it are mostly, you know, it's just like people who are terminally online, so you don't really take those people seriously, right? I mean, 10x, so it seems like it's a low effort, as in, you know, like architectural effort port, like from one language to another. Basically, it's like one-to-one port, right, without changing any architecture. And you get 10x for that. I mean, for me, it's a fucking W. I write TypeScript every day. I would be happy to have it even 10 times faster. So, I mean, I'm not gonna fucking complain about it, right? Like, thanks fucking God they did it. TypeScript is stupidly slow. But yeah. Why not Rust? I mean, people gonna do that, of course, especially Rust people, right? Because I mean, Rust is like the Rust community is the most terminally online of them all, right? So naturally you'll have that. And why not C# is mostly a, you know, rock in the like, oh, Microsoft, everything should be in C#, right? So it's they kind of throwing rocks at that. But yeah, Tool, this is a good observation that in Russian you have like phonetic kind of rules which are slightly scuffed, but there are norms. Which is, I mean, I'm not the big fan of it, because you know, obviously some regions of Russia they just speak language differently, right? I mean, like Chechnya, Dagestan, so like in the south, you know, like near Ukraine, people speak Russian differently, of course, and so you will have some kind of literature norm that you're trying to impose. To me, it doesn't make much sense, to be honest. Right. Tomorrow I finally start to write code in Visual Studio. Well, congrats. Hope you enjoy it, Roy. Hello. Hey, Okama. Were you speaking about CSGO? I kind of mentioned it tangentially, but yeah. Rust compiler requires you to send a photo ID. I mean, nah, I wouldn't say that. And I feel bad calling, you know, it's like Rust community, because I recognize that you know, there's not really such thing as a community of language users. But what I mean by that is not all Rust programmers, but a specific amount of terminally online, like Twitter and Reddit people. That's what I mean. And I tweeted about it today. I think that these people, you know, like the Rust like community in quotes, they probably hurt Rust adoption even more than, you know, obvious issues with the language, such as bad tooling and bad ecosystem, right? Those are actual problems that the language has. Well, not necessarily the language, but the currently used implementation. And instead of focusing on that, you have just like annoying people. Yeah, I saw the demonstration from there, like the dev advocate or whoever he was, and yeah, it's cool, right? Of course, it can be much faster, naturally, but I mean, I'm not gonna fucking complain about 10x improvement in something I use every day, like a huge W for me, right? And especially since it was done in a relatively low effort manner, by just literally like translating the code bases from one language to another. I mean, it sounds fine to me. I mean, of course, they will hit some kind of a roadblock with that, naturally. Because, right, Go also has issues, like Go has garbage collector. The concurrency model in Go is kind of fundamentally flawed. So, you know, it has limitations, of course, but I mean, 10x is 10x, right? So let's see what Ilionte did here. Protocols. Does he have Wayland? Yeah, Jai Wayland, there you go. So Ilionte has this 2 years ago, look at that. Rust has no adoption because it has no stable ABI. I mean, ABI doesn't... People aren't interested in ABI that much, right? And since Rust supports CFFI, it's enough for most people. What was it originally? It was TypeScript originally, right? So for the long time, TypeScript was written in TypeScript, which, I mean, TypeScript is basically just JavaScript, right? So it was written in JavaScript. Copy everything from modules to a local module directory. Do not override the modules in UJ distribution. What? Ah, yeah. If you already have a local module directory, I would recommend adding a new one just for these modules to make it easier to opt out of using them. Add the path. Yeah, this is actually outdated. It is the first one, the list to import directory so that the modified versions take precedence over default ones. Oh, so this has also interop for everything, right? Yeah, so it has interop for clipboard. So I thought that just taken everything, but I guess we will going to take... Yeah, and a bit part of that I have already. So I'm gonna take it one by one. Yikes, dynamically typed interpreted compiler. Yeah. I mean, and that's an issue, of course, right? Not dynamically. It is dynamically typed. JavaScript is fully dynamically typed. And when you compile other programs, what you're running is effectively a Node.js interpreter. Like, it's not TypeScript who, you know, compiles your program. It's actually like a JavaScript that was compiled by TypeScript, which means basically just, you know, verifies and removes types. I just mean it was self-hosted. Yes, it was. Yeah, it was. That's what it was. And so, I mean, yeah, Node.js is bad for any sort of like computationally heavy workload, right? Because it has a lot of overhead. Wayland, there you go. Array. So for me, it's gonna be very hard to do this because I actually know pretty much nothing about Wayland. Well, very little. I see that what Ilionte has here is, so this is some like custom wrappers, right? This probably was handwritten. Tail. Then scanner. So this should be, yeah, this is actually like the meat and juice. Those are probably XML files here, right? Yeah, there you go. Here are XML files. These are protocols. So these are protocols from 2 years ago. You have XDG shell. This is, I think this is for creating windows, right? Red Hat. Unstable. A lot of unstable is now stable. Like Mambaf, I think it's stable now. So yeah, this will need to be updated because Wayland moves really fast. So we will need to bump all of that. Actually, maybe modules that are in focus, they might be more up to date. Right? No, it's kind of the same deal. Seems like. What is list? I'm just, you know, you see, I just opened random files and looked into them. When I start learning a new topic completely, so Wayland is pretty much completely new for me. I just like poking at random shit, just looking at random things. Which is probably not very productive if you try to, you know, min-max time. But it just helps me to sort of, you know, just see the shape of things, just get familiar to how things look. It's just, you know, like a dog sniffing other dog's butt. This is my approach to learning. Where is the generator? Oh, there you go. Generate protocols. Why is this an SH file? XML in... Generate plasma JS. Okay, so there's a script called generate. Where is it? Where is a script called generate? Is it here? No. Is it here? There's a scanner. No. XPath, this is an XML parser. What's that project.gf? GF, I assume this is a girlfriend debugger, right? Ilionte doxed. Wayland scanner.jai. Фу ты, блять. Here's generate. Yeah, I need to be more, how do you say it? More present in the state of things. So we have src 1.2. 1.2 is, this is an arguments to bash. Source destination. And then you call scanner. Okay, so Wayland scanner is what you call, this thing is what you call. Pretty dumb port of Wayland scanner. It maintains a lot of the original C constructs, which don't necessarily make sense in JAI. I've only kept them around to allow me to better compare and contrast between two versions. More refactoring to follow at later time. I guess now we have arrived at later time. Import string XPath, so this is our XML parser. By the way, I got an answer. JXML. Did I ever get an answer on my issue? No. Damn, Smari doesn't read GitHub. I am entitled open source user. I will start angrily typing in the issue like, please give me ETA, please give me ETA, please give me ETA. Anyway. What's that? Static buffer size for... Oh, that's actually a big file. Okay, I'm not gonna read everything. So, this is pretty much the same thing I did with OpenGL. Hey Goose, hello, hello. So today we are actually working on Wayland part of the platform layer. Well, working is a big word, it's more like I'm just trying to look at... Oh, sorry. I was trying to look at Wayland and see how to approach it. Fail, warn. Look at this. Vintage. The reference in syntax. Yeah, this is basically the same thing I did for OpenGL. This is just XML parser. And how do you emit it? Wait, those are string templates? No? Yes, string template. Okay, so this is an actual output of the code, emit, yeah. So I wonder if I can just take this and use on newer XMLs and see sort of how it, you know, works. Another thing I can do is I can take lib-Wayland headers and generate bindings to those, just to keep me sort of going. Or I can take a look at the focus implementation of all of that. I'm wondering how can I get Jai, because I want to taste it a lot. Well, the only way to get it is to email John. What is EGL? Wayland EGL procs. I think I actually have all of that. WLEGL. I actually do not have it. Do I have it in... No. Interesting. So what was it? WLEGL window create. Which header is it in? Wayland EGL. I wonder, is it like, oh, GitLab's free desktop is the worst GitLab I've seen in my entire life. Okay, it finally opened. So what's that? This is very small. Look at this. This is like an extremely tiny functions. So I need some WLEGL. So I guess it's not... I'm sorry for yawning, but yeah, pretty tired. Hey Phoenix, hello. So yeah, I thought it's a part of some maybe OpenGL standard, but apparently it's lib-Wayland. This is a part of lib-Wayland. This is actually super small, so maybe we can just port that. Wayland EGL. What do we have here? Wayland EGL backend. You see very small API surfers, I'd say. API check, what's that? This program checks we keep a backwards compatible struct WLEGL window definition, whatever it is modified in Wayland EGL backend. Okay. Sure. Right, so okay, this is some Wayland EGL. I wonder if I have it, if it's like a separate shared library. User lib grep EGL. Yeah, look at this, lib Wayland EGL. So yeah, this is I'm pretty sure this is it. Objdump lib Wayland egl.so. Oh, is this not how you do it? I just want to check symbols. Contents of the symbol table. Oh, so it's -t. No symbols. The fuck? Nope. No symbols. Huh. Maybe -t? Dash like capital T? Oh, right, yeah. Yes, this is it. You see, very here. We have WLGL window get attached size, destroy, resize, and create. So all of that. I'm actually inclined not to depend on this and instead maybe just have a direct port of it. Because it's literally just like, what, 100 fucking lines of code? Yes. And most of it is what? Comments and the license. So yeah, this looks like a W, to be honest. We can port that instead of depending on it here, which I can see how it can technically get out of sync if you know if the struct changes in EGL backend, and then we try to use our shit and it just breaks because it's not backwards compatible for some reason. But I don't think it's that big of a deal. Hey Leonto, hello. I finally braced myself and decided to look into the void and get out of my comfort zone. Because, I mean, I can't milk X11 anymore because I implemented all the basic functionality my program depends on. Well, other than tray support. That's the one I haven't implemented. What the fuck is this? Okay, sorry. But yeah, welcome. Turn to Wayland. I mean that there are plenty of problems to solve, right? I can work on actual functionality of my program, but since I am deep, like balls deep into the drag and drop, I know, but I don't need drag and drop for my program, right? Unless it's some artificial functionality I implement. Like I don't even know. Why would I support drag and drop? Maybe if you know you allow to drop a desktop shortcut into the program and it like, you know, adds it to the profile. Like we can do something funny like this. Why do you need this? Why do you need to do this job? Wait, I'm not sure I understand the question, Goose. I'm not sure I understand the question. Can you rephrase it, please? Okay. Leontai, since you're here, why do you do this to yourself? I mean, I just have, you know, I have a certain interests. Leonte, would you say that Wayland scanner is like up to date if it can just one-shot all the like current Wayland protocols without any changes? If I just get new versions of Wayland protocols and just run Wayland scanner on it, it will just generate the correct thing. Because I took a look at Wayland scanner. Shoot, it's a one-to-one port. Yeah, I see. But I mean, I guess I'm asking if you know if XML's changed so that it doesn't work anymore or some shit. It generates code based on libwayland client. Yeah, I mean, I understand that, but is it bad? Wire protocol implementation. Yeah, I thought about it, and I don't know, like, if it's a good approach or not to start with. I mean, maybe it is. Because, so here's the thing, right? I guess I want hardware accelerated video, which means if I do Wayland from the wire, I will either need to have some kind of like shim, maybe to be compatible with libwayland data structs, or I'll need to implement like dmabuf protocols myself, like from Mesa, which, oof. I mean, I know it's like solid fucking 2 months of content for me that nobody will watch. But I mean, you know. Pretty sure he got EGL with dmabuf working without lib Wayland client. Actually sounds pretty cool. I saw some Spherifurious like videos about Wayland popped up, but I haven't really watched them. So maybe I should. Spherifura reaction stream. Do you know how long it took him to make it all work? If you throw a triangle every now and then, yes. Wayland cursor. 1-2 weeks. So 1-2 weeks for Spherifura, which means that maybe I can do it in like a month and a half. And I will have to make a break from streaming relatively soon, because my family comes back this Sunday, and you know, I will like spend some time with them. So the amount of streams will get reduced. But maybe we can start, right? Maybe we can start doing something Waylandy from scratch. I mean, somebody gotta do it anyway, right? You're stuck with that way of doing it. Callback. Oh, libwayland is like all callback hell. So it's not like XCB, right? Where you just kind of call stuff and then check for responses. So it's not like that. Oh shit. Oh shit. So is this why Rust, you call stuff and you get events via callbacks from the compositor? Ugh. Yikes, dude. What is this, like, object-oriented bullshit? I mean, I know callbacks are not strictly object-oriented, but yeah. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Okay, this kind of motivates me to try it from scratch. And I remember, so back in like 2019, I think, when I was like super into Rust, Smithy was already around, and I remember they had to basically restart it from scratch because I mean, Smithy was a from scratch kind of Wayland kitchen sink, because before that they tried to model Rust Wayland stuff around libwayland and it didn't work out for them. I think because of that. because of the callback hell nature of libwayland that just wouldn't be properly translatable to Rust like safety guarantees. And I remember there was an article that, oh, like Rust Wayland is dead, like Smithake is kind of a new thing, like Rusty, blah blah blah. So okay, so this kind of makes it, no, not makes it, sorry, puts it into perspective. Well, okay then. So how do I even start looking at Wayland? I know that the wire protocol is extremely simple, and then all you do to implement the Wayland protocols is to call some base function that serializes stuff for sending on the socket. I mean, assuming they did pretty much what X did, there's some kind of binary protocol that packs shit into byte stream, and then every operation is some kind of an opcode you send, right? You send an opcode, you get back some object, you deserialize it, and it's just like some protocol crap. So I assume that's basically all there is to it on a surface level. So we can start just talking to the wire and poking it. And probably for that, I would need to work out of my tree. So, like, out of it. Wayland scanner does. It reads XMLs and calls functions from libwayland client that do the serialization. And why does it call libwayland client? Why would XML parser do that? Just to check whether they exist? So you only generate what you have on your system, or why does it do it? The code the parser generates. Ah, the code part. Okay, yeah. So let's call it. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do it as a part of Jai on Linux. But first, so what I need to do is, let's close that. And hey SSH, hello. Wayland book. Yeah, I actually saw that. This is like the one that Drew DeVault started writing but then abandoned, right? So first I need to, like, I have a bunch of crap here. XCB OpenGL. Does it compile? Couldn't create. Yeah, sure. So it's because I was yeah, I was experimenting with the gravity. Yeah, there you go. The triangle. So Phoenix was here, or who wanted the triangle? Here it is. Cool. Hell yeah. So what I want to do now basically is to just stage a bunch of stuff from OpenGL. XCB sync. Wait, let's unstage sync for now. So generate protocols. XCB OpenGL, what's that? GL, EGL, XKB common. What's that? Bunch of bullshit. Oh wait, is this the one that have alignment? Oh fucking. Okay, let me unstage this and that. So this is one without comments. Protocols GL module, we add that. Add that, generate bindings. So without this. Yep. CB input, XKB sync. This is what we added. I just want to stage a bunch of stuff. Generate protocols. So a bunch of updates. I don't know. I don't want to like come up with like. Oh, and then you know what? I will actually probably just merge it into main. Because I mean, let's face it. OpenGL was like a big success. Why would they create a pull request into it? I just realized I haven't merged a branch into another branch from Git in a long fucking while. Huh. So, how do you do it? Do you like merge? What's like the source? What's the git merge help? Okay. Blah 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 blah. Merge git help. Like, why wouldn't you just start with an example and tell me? Because I forgot what is the source, what is the destination. Named commits into the from named commits into the current branch. All right. So I need to go to master. And then do merge this one. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. Easy clap. Git knowledge restored. From first principles. Hey ChatGPT, how do I merge two branches without GitHub pull request? Anyway. Let's start another branch. Wayland. Right. So, what the fuck is this? Examples, blah blah blah. The source tree here is a complete fucking mess, by the way. Oh, and I vendored something. Sync.h, yeah. Yeah. The fuck? Wait, what? Oh, shit. Sorry, technical difficulties. Master sync.h. Vendor sync.h. Now, we go to Wayland. Rebasing it on top of master, and we can finally start. Okay, sorry for this derailment. I just wanted to push everything back. So a Wayland free desktop branch. Let's go here, and maybe a Wayland book. Woo. Maybe I need some coffee for this. How about that? Do you think we need some coffee for this? Yeah, I think we need some coffee for that. Yeah, let me go painkillers. Nah, I mean, it's fine. More like some vodka. Actually, I have some alcohol, but it's reserved for tomorrow because tomorrow the company I work for, we have like a big launch and we will like celebrate on the call with some pre-bought alcohol, right? So that's kind of for tomorrow. So today we are drinking fake coffee. Yes, I'm gonna drink fake coffee and read Wayland book. How about that? What could possibly go wrong? So yeah. Let me put a motivational triangle here for you and I will be right back. Well. I think we also might require some stand-up comedy situation. Give me a second. Hey Pete, what's up? What is this Wizard of Oz? Hey Carlito, hello. Badass shirt. I know, right? I actually don't remember who bought it for me. It was either my mom or my wife. I forgot. What do we have in chat? What did I miss? I love how everyone's implementing GUI leaps and throwing out all the C garbage. I mean, I wouldn't call like GUI libs and C garbage. Well, some of them, you know. And I recently thought about how, you know, how would it be like to implement a GUI toolkit in Jai, which won't be bloated as fuck, you know, like Qt or GDK, but at the same time would be somewhat feature complete. You know, so with some sort of localization support, with some like accessibility support, you know, like accessibility API with that can maybe, well, I don't think that looking natively on the OS is a must, but you know what I mean. I just wonder how bloated it would be, and if you can just, you know, still make it manageable. Hey Soulfoam, you everywhere on the block. Are you about me or about Carlito? Okay, you talked to Carlito. I haven't seen the thread first. Since the Sokoban is probably Turing complete by now, you could use... yeah, maybe. How is it possible that I have 500 unique connections going through a single fiber cable? It's like demon whispers, yeah. For re-implementing, I mean, not necessarily re-implement, but you know, I just mean make like your toolkit, at least maybe use them or aware of them. Yeah, support would be a better thing. I mean, re-implementing libxkb common wouldn't be that hard. It's not a big library. Like the majority, the biggest part of this library is giant fucking tables that you just take one to one, right? And the actual logic is not that huge. But yeah, re-implemented harvbus, I've heard it's a fucking nightmare. It's like millions lines of code at this point or some shit. How Wayland implementation coming along? Well, you see, I've opened the book that I'm about to read. I mean, I'm not literally gonna read the book. I'm just like, I'm just gonna use it to see how to implement the wire, how it'll, you know. We'll get there. Anyway, so generate protocols. This should be re-implemented to generate OpenGL. So let me do that. Generate OpenGL.jai. And let me remove this executable. This is generate bindings, and protocols will probably have something new here, like Wayland. Wait. Oh, I'm an idiot. This is a directory called Wayland. And I guess we need some kind of an examples. XCB, blah, blah, blah. Let's call it like Wayland simple.jai. So something like that. Blah, 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 Wayland, blah, 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 blah. Next, high-level Wayland design. I think I know that. Touching grass. All right, so Messlib input, udef, xkb, common, pixman. What the fuck is this? Is this a required part of Wayland? Someone directly ported Harvbus to Rust, came pretty far, and then also gave up. Damn. I mean, if Rust people gave up on re-implementing something, you know it's some heavy shit. Okay, so this is just a library that a lot of people use, and it's kind of like GLM for game devs, right? A lot of people use it, but it's not really required. Goals and target audience, don't care. What is in the Wayland? All right. So we have protocols. Tool used to process this XML and generate code, the most common implementation. Other scanners exist for other programming languages, notably Wayland or US, Waymonad, and more. Lib Wayland, don't care, didn't ask. All right, there you go. So, okay, see. Yeah, so it's like for software rendering or some shit, right? Right. This chapter optional. What do you mean optional? Fuck you. Stream of 32-bit values encoded with the host byte order, e.g. little endian. Just say a little endian. Host byte order. As if anyone uses big endian systems anymore. Fixed. The fuck is this? 24.8 bit. The fuck is this? Object ID, new ID. Allocates that object when received. Additional to these primitives, the following other types are used. String prefixed. A string prefixed with 32 bits integer specifying its length in bytes. Followed by the string contents and null terminator. Padded. Every time I see this, I gotta ask, is null terminator, does it, fuck, English exe stopped working. Is it included in the count? Or not? I assume not, but you never know. No, okay, so common sense. Blob of arbitrary data and file descriptors, like enum, right, so messages, stream of messages built with these primitives. Every message is an event in the case of server to client or request, client to server. Message header is 2 words. The first word is fuck, the second one is you. Effective object ID, the second is 2 16-bit values. The upper size of the message and the lower event are the event or request opcode. So it means that messages in Wayland are strictly sized and cannot exceed a certain amount, right? So like the size cannot exceed 16-bit. To understand a message, the client and server have to establish the objects in the first place. Object ID1 is pre-allocated as the Wayland display singleton. Singleton? Object-oriented bullshit. And can be used to bootstrap other objects. We'll discuss this. Object IDs. So when a message comes with the new ID argument, the sender allocates sender. Who is a sender? I guess the sender, whether it's a client or a server, doesn't matter, allocates an object ID for it. The interface used for this object is established through additional arguments or agreed upon in advance for that request event. Using shared memory. Yeah, I guess I figured that. Right, so you create shared memory and you just transfer handles to this memory, right? Which makes sense because otherwise, like the wire protocols for like desktop graphics is a bad idea, so naturally you have to have some sort of workarounds for it, right? And hacks. So yeah, naturally, or file descriptors, yeah, which are pretty much Unix handles. I'm saying handles, it's more like Windows terminology, but yeah, file descriptors, I guess, is the correct term. Null object, non-existent object, blah blah blah. Transports, Unix domain sockets. Yeah. Practical transport capable of transferring file descriptors between processes, and this is necessary for large data transfers. Yep. To find the Unix socket to connect to, most implementations just do what libwayland does. If Wayland socket, so I assume this is an environment variable, right? Basic, I assume we need some kind of a POSIX scrub. It's like get, or it's like some environment. Oh, I remember there was either in runtime support or in basic there was a function for this. No, there was like a jive way to do it. Default logger, bounce check, cast, null pointer, arithmetic overflow, write string, panic. Yeah, there you go. So argv, yeah, okay. Command line arguments, there you go. Oh. Do you not just... So do I just use those? Oh wait, no, it's no. Environment variables, they come after this one, right? I remember there's like some calling convention shit, and then you get the like the positional stuff, then you get like count, and then that's the third thing was environment variables or some shit. Or was it implemented through getenv? Definitely remember there was something. Maybe not. So maybe not. Yeah, so this uses getenv. Yeah, maybe I'm mistaken, but I'm like sure there was some shit. Anyway. NFP, thanks the real. Hello, welcome. Thank you. Yes, that's Unix only. Yeah, that was I was talking about. I mean, Wayland, who will use, Wayland anywhere else? Yeah. But in order to get that, I guess I would have to modify the runtime support to get those. I would need to change the signature of this like runtime init stuff. Right, yeah. I would need to accept it here and then pass them here. So yeah, not doing that. But yeah, thank you. That was I was talking about, the third argument. Also, this is like a way to enter the stream. Wayland socket. Data. Interpret it as a file descriptor number. So Wayland socket fd. Number on which the connection is already established. And this returns a U8 pointer, right? No. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, U8 pointer. Sure. Blah, 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 blah. Interpret as a file descriptor number on which the connection is already established. On which the connection already established, assuming that the parent process configured the connection for us. Okay, if Wayland display is set, concat with xdg runtime dir to form the path to the Unix socket. Assume the socket name is Wayland 0 and concat with xdg runtime dir to form the path. Give up and die of cringe. So this is a file descriptor. Right. And this is a pointer to U8. So it might be like multiple numbers. So I need to take that and cast it to file descriptors are they like 64-bit integers or 32-bit integers? I forgot. Fopen. Oh, is it like this? Do I need to cast them to file? No shot. So it's probably S32. Yeah, I guess like S32. But yeah, I mean, this will be convert the string to an S32. Yeah, okay. So let's just print it. I mean, we won't have that for sure. Wayland socket fd. Right, like, let's call it string. Type def ints. Okay. Then Wayland display is get env Wayland display set concat with xdg runtime dir xdg runtime dir 10th xdg runtime dir data. We'll do this like to string. Yeah, I mean, probably not, because this is like just for parent process, right? I'm gonna print it, but I'm not gonna really do anything with it. Then let's print it all. Print xdg runtime dir Wayland display. Concat to form a path. So yeah, compile, we're compiling Wayland simple.jai. Okay. Run user 1000 Wayland 1. And what if we don't do this? Oh shit, it's a compile error. I actually didn't know that. Wayland 1. But I assume it's only, we compile this path only if we have xdg runtime dir. I have a sandwich with an ice cream in my freezer, but I'm lazy to get up. Help. Hey, Mr. Shelby. Welcome, welcome. Hello. Well, I'm translating you my mental energy so you get up and get your ice cream. Hey, bro, what are you building? Application or Wayland compositor? I am actually making more of a Wayland library for Jai programming language, but I'm gonna use it for client applications, so not for a compositor. Yeah. If you're interested in the particular app, it's actually in the video descriptions. It should be in the video descriptions at least, but in case it's not, this is an application I'm generally working on, and this is like Wayland platform layer for this app. Yeah, for now it's released only for Windows, but here we are doing Linux stuff. You can pass string literals to U8 arguments without data. Can you? Holy shit! You're actually right. I didn't know that. Damn. Damn, I didn't know that. Never tried it myself, but yeah, thank you. That's a cool shortcut. So path is string, and then if xdg runtime dir, then like path equals to, I guess, join, and I think it says separator comes first, and then xdg dir comma Wayland display, else just path equals to Wayland display. They are also null term. Yes, I know that. Yeah, I know that. I know that the fact that string literals are null terminated, I know. That's why I just pass like data to it, because I knew there is a null. This part I actually knew. What if there's no xdg runtime dir? Like, what if it's not set? I mean, I assume you would not have that on a working Linux distro, right? How is your experience with Jai so far? Is it worth the hype? I mean, I wouldn't say it's like hyped that much, to be honest. It's definitely not hyped as Rust or, you know. But to me, it's worth it. I really enjoy it. You would, there are default values. So even if somebody doesn't set it explicitly, you would still get it, right? You would still always get them from a Linux distro, right? So I don't need to check for that. Oh, okay then. They can be unset. Oh, defaults. Sure. XDG runtime their default. Yeah. Okay. So what's the default then? I mean, yeah, run user UID. This is by systemd. I know that. Well, yeah, base directory specification. There you go. XDG runtime dir. Base directory related to the non-runtime files and other file objects should be stored. The directory must be owned by user, and they must be the only one having read and write access to it. Its Unix access mode must be... I mean, so you can kind of construct it yourself, right? So you can just like assume it's some bullshit that like /user ID. Yeah. There's actually a sad part that there's no way to define UTF-16 string literals for wide window functions. Yeah. I mean, it is only sad. I mean, I know what you mean. Like, I don't think it's sad because, I mean, fuck Windows. But, I mean, fuck Windows, like UTF-16 being the default one, even though they support UTF-8 for a while. But I totally understand what you mean. You can't just do something like that, right? And or maybe like this, or like, you know, some shit like this, right? It maybe would be like, I don't know, nice or not nice. But yeah, I see what you mean. Totally see what you mean. Yes, okay. If it's unsaid, then else I'll just do... I'll just bullshit something. / run user. Do we have like GUID? Yeah, you can convert that at compile time with macro. It's actually pretty easy to do. DirectX shader compiler API uses UTF-16. Holy shit. Which even dumber than Win API because the former is based on LLVM, which definitely doesn't want to do. So they just like double down on this shit, right? It's not good, it's GID. I just realized that. Yeah, get GID. Then I know this is kind of like bike shading that what I do, but I just like to do it. Let me see what we have. Procedure call did not match any... What? All right, yeah. Join, we need to import string. Yeah, like that. 1000. Yeah, nice. This is the GID. And so we just do join run user, then GID, then do, and this will need to do something like sprint like that. Cool. And I will never test this code ever. I just assume it works. And sprint like this, and let's just do, and then yeah. Yeah, so do you have here emote redeems? Holy shit, 2 in a row. Okay, let's add You have white based cat. Sure. All added. All added. Now you can me. Now let's print path is oh, it's double slash. Holy shit. So why is it double slash? Did I fuck up join again? I always fuck up join signature. Of course I did. So you need this and that, and separator. I always fuck it up. Yeah, there you go. Now, we try to get this file descriptor. Issuing requests and events to objects. Coolio. Great UTF-8 support in multi-byte functions. Yeah. I mean, can't you just like compile your app and basically say it, I'm working in UTF-8 mode, and Win32 API will just magically support UTF-8, or is it not as simple as that? With like some manifest bullshit, or with some like incantation at the start of the program. But yeah, what you describing sounds awful. Sounds fucking awful. Just quickly checking if YouTube stream is still going. It actually is. Issuing request an object. Each object has an interface which defines that requests and events are possible, and signature of each. Let's consider an example interface, the surface. So we need to open the connection to this excuse me, to file descriptor at this path. And the way you would do that, I guess, like you can't read entire file on it naturally. So you would just read a bunch of stuff like in a loop, right? So you just open it, and you read a loop, right? So you have to connect to it. What? Oh yes, because it is a socket. Right. My bad. Yeah. It's a fucking socket. Sorry. Yeah, you're actually right. Well, guess what? You know how many times I've connected to a socket manually? I actually did. Yeah, I actually done that. Believe it or not. Believe it or not, I actually did that once. Oh, we have a socket module. Was this socket module that John said that he will remove eventually? Or was it something else? What's that? This is like some... Okay, I see. Well... Okay. Some 20-year-old bodybuilder died from thirst? What? The fuck are you talking about? I mean, actually, to think about it, I believe you. So, I had a classmate in my uni who was a bodybuilder, and he died when he was like 19. Well, not from thirst, but I think like his heart like literally just stopped. Yeah, and he like died because of some... I mean, he was on like steroids and some shit. I mean, like, what do you do? Like, bodybuilders are usually pretty stupid. So yeah, like, what can you say? I mean, unlucky. Like I'm sorry, because now his parents will suffer, right? Because their kid is like stupid. So yeah, what can you do? Severe dehydration, then. UTM source. You can say in manifest that all strings you pass to multi-byte A. I thought multi-byte are W, no? No? Are not ASCII. So you have to use A, but they will be interpreted as Unicode. Because UTF-8 is compatible with ASCII, so you have to use A. But that doesn't mean the entire Windows will start working with UTF-8 string. That just means that under the hood, Windows will convert your strings to UTF-16, not from ASCII, but from UTF-8. Does not have a Oh, so it will literally heap allocate every fucking string, right? Right, so and if you want to make your life easier and use UTF-8, you will basically just massively cuck your performance if your application is string heavy, right? And you interface with Win32 a lot with those strings. Yeah, so I mean, this sounds like a non-solution. It can work if your app is not very string heavy. If you just mostly handle shit yourself, but But yeah, it doesn't sound very good. Yeah. Yeah. Yikes. Anyway. I'm not gonna use socket module. I'm just gonna use connect from POSIX. Bindings, Linux, syscalls. Well, I'm not gonna use syscall. There's like literally, where's like connect. Where was it? It might be, you think it might be in socket? But why would it be in socket? Oh, it is in socket, holy shit. So in POSIX there is a syscall. Sysconnect. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I see. So it's like, I would just throw everything in POSIX, to be honest. You know what we need to do? The ultimate Jai on Linux stand would be to have just direct bindings to syscalls, so you don't have to link libc at all. glibc, whatever. We definitely need to do that. No. So there are parts of Jai that use syscalls directly. For example, the default allocator, it uses syscalls directly. It doesn't depend on glibc, but only because it is a port of rpmalloc. But overall, Jai does link glibc by default. It's not like required. You can replace link command, and I have an example of how to build it against muzzle in a statically compiled way. So you can do that. But by default, Jai links glibc and uses just like libc functions for some stuff. For like exit codes, for what else? Yeah, I know that Zig uses syscalls directly, and actually Zig's Linux package or module, however they call it, I actually respect it a lot. Like Zig, the language doesn't really vibe with me, but I really respect the hustle of them making it as Linux friendly as they can. So I'm actually very impressed. So yeah, I guess we'll import in socket then. Can you build libc free executables on Linux? I mean, if you statically compile muzzle, you won't be able to load dynamic libraries. If you like produce a static executable, but if you implement your own dynamic loader, then you can, yeah. And Ileonte, he actually promised that he will stream and implement dynamic loader for Jai. Do you think I forget? Yeah. I mean, I'll take a break from streaming, so somebody gotta hold the torch. And we really need dynamic loader in Jai. Supposed to help writing cross-platform socket programs. It would be great if we could convert to enum, but they are used for field arguments. Unix part partially based on this. Right. Socket init. Nothing to do on Unix. Amazing. How do you connect? Bind. Do I need to bind? Oh, these are like networking sockets, right? So this is not like Unix domain sockets. Yeah. Yeah, so this is like completely different use case. Because there's like sock other. It's the same interface for all types of sockets except creation. Do you have like examples here or some shit? Nah, really. So do I need sock other in? I don't think so. There's sock other un. Unless it's a typo. Un for Unix. So there's literally no such thing in Jai. So I guess we need to do it ourselves then. Yay! So it's socket.h and an.h. So an.h is a separate thing, right? So let's try it out and include sys an.h. There you go. Free Software Foundation Inc. Gnerds. There's literally nothing here. Oh no, there it is, right? This is the sockader. Yeah. Does Jai have thread locals? No, Jai doesn't support TLS yet. Not like native TLS. Jai has context stuff that is thread local. So, but it's not thread locals that you are kind of that you mean. But it doesn't do thread local storage, no. So, and what do we have here? Sock other common and some path. Aha, so this is the name then. And what is common? I assume it's somewhere here. Yeah. SA fam. Oh my god. So, and if I try to make bindings from this shit, it literally won't work. Because glibc is trying to be funny, trying to be smart. You know what we do? Where is muzzle source code? Here. Where's the source code? Official Git repository. Epic. There you go. So we go to the tree. SRC. Where is sys? Bro. Bro, the fuck? Where are sockets? Are those not part of STD? I'm pretty sure they are. Bro, what the fuck? What the fuck is this bullshit? How do you navigate it? Okay, I have a... I'm pretty sure... I have like static library. I have muscle here. What is this? This is muscle out. I'm pretty sure I had muzzle somewhere here. No, not here, I guess. It's in third party, I'm pretty sure. No. What the fuck is this? No, this is some experiments. Ghosty Fav Kwin Z. Where's my local muzzle? Do you see it? I don't see it. I'm pretty sure I had it. Oh, maybe it's here. Yeah, there you go. I just didn't want to clone it again. And so this is my, I think I just unpacked it here, right? So let me do git init. Yes. And now we can search here. Yeah, there you go. So it's include and.h. Nice. There you go. Yes, you see, like, based fucking libc that doesn't use unnecessary macro bullshit. Yeah. Why is it Sun family though? I thought that if you move the context pointer into TLS, then you don't need to mark functions as no context. Yeah, I don't know anything about it. glibc doesn't, if it loads dynamically, which, wait, what? Doesn't like it if it's loaded dynamically. Ah, I see what you mean. So if you, instead of linking to glibc, you try to open it dynamically. Is this what you mean? Doesn't work without initialization. Ah, yeah, I see. Okay. Yeah, I see what you mean. But I mean, at some point, GPU drivers need libc. Yeah, they definitely need. I mean, Mesa needs glibc for sure. Well, maybe not glibc, but it definitely needs libc, a libc. But I mean, you know, GPU drivers can have libc. Like, I know what you mean. It's like, if you don't have any libc loaded, then you would load like GPU library, and it will fail because it would try to call libc function. It will fail, and it won't find any, right? And so what you need to do really is you need to like implement a bunch of libc functions in your language and expose them, export them, or some shit. So yeah. Anyway, I guess this is what we need. You've defined GNU source, BSD source size t, strlen. Eh? Son, what the fuck is this? Why'd you need that? Anyway, I'll just yoink that. For now, I'll just paste it here. SA family T. What the fuck is SA family T? Size of the full address, including the family U16. 2 plus strlen. Oh, yeah, you're right. So 2 is this one. So it's the full size of this, right? So it's full size of the struct, kind of. Need SA family T, and SA family T you kind of foreshadowed is U16, right? Unsigned short, yes. So SA family T is U16. And char, this is U8. So there you go. This is sock other. And we have strlen, size T, strlen, const char. And then we do strlen s. So s is this, sun path. So there's got to be like some kind of null terminator there inside. All right, so for now we can do this. And then we probably need to copy some stuff from here then. So we need like a connect, generate Linux, connect, sock other. And sock other is, this is a different kind of sock other. Wait, why does it have 14? Yeah, I see. So it's like subtyping. Okay, okay. So this is like subtyping stuff. All right. And len. And this is why you need length. So you just need, so length is 2 plus whatever is here. Okay. Okay, I see. All right, so we have connect. I'm just not gonna use socket. Like, fuck it, because it doesn't expose anything, right? And libc is library system libc. You can technically allocate a buffer larger than the size. You need to, yeah, and I'll just pass. Yeah, so I'll just allocate more bytes for this particular struct. And I put the path after these 2 bytes, and I just provide the correct length, right? And this will just work inside, because I assume connect doesn't rely on any sort of limitation. This is just like some arbitrary, yeah, okay, makes sense. Makes total sense. This is like some, exercise for the reader. Just make sure the pointer, yeah. So we have the two and then immediately the string, yeah. Hey artist, hello. I'm not sure how it works with static TLS, but usually if DLLs want to use TLS, they have to allocate it for every DLL thread attach event and free it for every thread detach. Honestly, I do not even know whether you can define static thread local variables for DLLs in C++ or not. I have never in my life felt so stupid. Because I don't fucking know how it all works. You know how many DLLs I wrote in my entire life? 0. Because I'm a red-blooded web developer. We don't do that shit. We don't do it here. Anyway, connect. Open a connection on socket file descriptor to peer at address with length bytes long. For connectionless socket type, just set the default address to send to and the only address from which to accept transmit. I read words, these words have been spoken, and yeah, now you're not a web dev. Of course I am. What do you mean I'm not a web dev? Do I need to like write a to-do app in React to prove myself? What is this gatekeeping? You're implementing the stuff web devs don't even know exists. I mean, a lot of web developers, they at least somewhat aware that, you know, you need sockets to do web dev. Hey, smiling big. Anyway, so connect. So we need a file descriptor. So you need to open a file descriptor. Sock other Oh wow, this is new. Look at this. Like I upgraded Emacs and that grep gained this configuration. Now I can skip .files and git ignored items. And I actually have my own function. Damn. So you create socket with socket. There you go. Domain. Create a new socket of type in domain. Using protocol. If protocol is 0, 1 is chosen automatically. Wow. With your socket uncreated correctly. Right, so I need this too then. And I need sock other. I need this. Oops. And you need sock this. Stream degram packet non-block. Which of them? I assume stream is the correct one. Yeah. Okay, and now let me get some sort of example maybe. So connect to Unix domain socket C example. All right, so socket on, cool. For the return from OK link. So you create a socket. You use PF Unix. Do we have that? PF Unix. We don't have that. What's that? Ah! PF Unix. Ah, there you go. PF Unix sock dgram. Dgram. Do we have? Yeah, we have dgram. And 0. The fuck is 0? Protocol IPP proto. Oh, you need IPP proto. The fuck is this? Man 7 Unix. Why should I? Can I just ask AI to one-shot Wayland for me? Just create me GI bindings for Wayland and make it good. Oh, look at this. It even provides the correct struct. But for some reason, glibc doesn't use it. So I assume it has an example, right? Ooh. Ah, this is how do you allocate the big one, right? A big one. Sock stream. Okay. Sock other. Oh, there you go. What is the difference between AF Unix and PF Unix? Wait for incoming connections. Ooh. Ah, it's a client. It's a client. We need a client. Okay. Wait, include connection.h? The fuck is the connection.h? Ah, there should be interchangeable. Okay. What is the connection.h? Return data socket read write address buffer. Buffer. And you see they literally like allocate it with malloc, right? Oh no, they don't. They don't. My bad. Send pass socket name. All right. Return connect, and then you do this. You write something to the socket, and then you request the result, and then you receive the result. Okay, this is actually quite comprehensible. Let's close this, and let's just copy that. Let's just copy that, and we'll copy it where? Copy it like here. Why did it copy? Why did it copy so little? Did it like... Oh, because it's a fucking pager. Oh. Yeah, there you go. Get paged. I got paged. There you go. Oh, you know what? We're not gonna do. We're gonna do this. Right. And I kind of reconsidered. I'm not gonna bring all this bullshit. Yeah, I'm not gonna bring all of this bullshit here. I'm just gonna load the file with generated Linux directly here. Right, so... Or maybe I'll open it as a module. I'll import it as a module. Can I even do that? Can I do like import file and then I don't think I can do that. I can do that, right? Search paths. Oh, Jai modules, it did. Wait, why didn't... Where is it then? It's module socket. And it's generated linux.jai. Wait, why could... Because it looks for the file name, right? No, that's weird. You could solve this by comparing the... it's so... Import. No, this wouldn't work, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's same stuff. Yeah, because it looks for the directory that's named like that. Without Jai? Oh shit. Undeclared identifier. Gid. Why is it undeclared? I assume it's because it actually requires POSIX in the module here, right? No? Yeah. It relies on this. Yeah, it relies on POSIX. But I do import POSIX. Because it's fucking isolated. I just can't win. You just can't win. Can I maybe load? No, load will just... Yeah, I guess I'll just import. Because I only needed that one file. I don't need everything. Whatever. Yeah. So let's port. I need sock other socket. Okay. Wayland socket is socket with AF Unix and sock stream and 0. Undeclared identifier sock stream. Is it like that? Yeah. Now, if Wayland socket less than 0. Error, couldn't create a Wayland socket. Return. La 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 la. So we need an address. So other is sock now some family equals to, so same shit, right? And then I need to shove name into it. memcpy. I think destination is the first one, right? I always forget. Huh? Am I stupid? Or was it mem move? Oh, it's mem move, okay. And there is memcpy. It depends. Anyway. Why can't it find it? Like, oh. There you go. It's in preload. Right. memcpy, so yeah, destination first. You were right. It depends on how you compile it. I think in x64 backend, memcpy doesn't handle overlapping blocks. Anyway, destination is other, that's, what was it? Sun path. Sun path, and source is path.data. And you need to copy path.count. I'll just do it. Just do it like that. Okay. Yeah. Now, what else do we do? Now we need to finally call connect. It's called con, like you know, like convict. And Wayland socket const struct other xx pointer to other. It should be a pointer, and then size of other. Yeah, we can just do can do this. And now if this is -1, less than 0, the server is down, couldn't connect to Wayland server at path. All right, now when we have a connection, what do we do with it? Okay, we finally need to send something, right? Like right to the data socket, or yeah. I don't know why people have decided that memcpy should handle overlapping regions. You have memmove for that purpose. I don't know, it's like, why do I need to care, right? I just want to copy one memory block to another memory block. If they happen to overlap, well, I mean, I think John was thinking the same thing. Like, why should I just want to copy memory. I don't care if blocks are overlapping. Right? I don't know, but some, again, red-blooded web developer. I'll never fucking copy memory. Memory gets allocated for me by the browser. Right, so what do we send? What do we send to Wayland socket? It's a simple rep. Ah, okay, so you're saying for performance. If you're saying that it makes sense for performance reasons to have this, then maybe. Like, okay, it's much, much, much faster. Then I guess so. I guess so. Right, so send from client to the server is damage. Okay, let me, can I just high level protocol design patterns, libwayland implementation. All right, so, okay, so it's like get fucked. I just wanted to send some shit to the socket and maybe get some replies from it. All right, so how do I even like start? Interfaces. So I guess we need to do something like this. WL display. Core global object. This is a special singleton. It's used for internal Wayland protocol features. Sync. Like called sync is asynchronous. Oh, registry. So the server has a number of global objects that are available to all clients. Yeah. These objects typically represent an actual object on the server input device, or they are singleton objects that provide extension functionality. When a client creates a registry object, the registry object will emit a global event for each global currently in the registry. For each global, I guess that is currently in the registry. Globals come and go as a result of device or monitor hot plugs, reconfiguration of other events, and the registry will send out global and global remove events to keep the client up to date with the changes. To mark the end of initial burst of events, the client can use WL display sync. Right. All right, yeah, if you say it's like a big performance gain, then sure. Right, so get registry. Let's check what the fuck is get registry. How do you... Zig News! Wayland from the Wire. Oh, shit! Based? Ooh. Oh shit, it's something similar to what we are doing. Get display path. Connect Unix socket. Yeah, look at this. This is something similar. Here's some binary bullshit. Okay, I will keep this open then. Get it wasn't here. Okay, get registry. Get global registry object ID. It accepts registry ID for the new WL registry, global registry object. This request creates a registry object that allows the client to list and bind the global objects available from the compositor. It should be noted that the server-side resources consumed in response to get registry can only be released when the client disconnects, not when the client-side proxy. The fuck is proxy? Client should invoke get registry as infrequently as possible to avoid wasting memory. Okay, so we will have a get registry. I guess I need to open the Wayland book and look at or I guess this will also work, right? So 32-bit words. So we need a message which is a 32-bit integer, right? So message is like S32 or some shit, U32. I know it's multiple U32s. First words is a sender object ID. So we have a message. First word is the sender's object ID. So object ID is, I guess they're like types, like object ID, right? So it's like an object. And the object is U32. Yeah. Yeah. Now. Fuck, I missed it. Yeah, here it is. Second has two parts of 16 bits. The upper 16 bits are the message size in bytes. So size is message size in bytes, U16. Starting at the header. In other words, it has a minimum value of 8. And the lower value is request event opcode, U16. The payload describes the request event arguments. Every argument is always aligned while padding is required. Where padding is required, the value of padding bytes is undefined. There is no prefix that describes the type, but is inferred implicitly from XML specification. All right, so this is a header. So it's more like message header. The representation of argument types are as follows. And then, so opcode and then arguments. Every argument is always aligned to 32 bits. Is padding at the start or at the end? I guess at the end, right? Now, at the end of the previous field. So it's at the start of the argument itself. All right. Okay. And this should be aligned. Like this should be aligned. How do you do like align, or you do like padding non? Is it like? Is it like pad? Was it, or is it a line? Okay, it's a line, yeah. There you go. A line. Ooh. Is this like a line 0, I guess, right? I guess that's what you would do. I mean, this is like aligned already, right? Because it's 32 and 32. So it would be aligned anyway, but I guess to signify it, right? Oh, no padding. This is what I was fucking got jump scared. Hey Spherophora, thanks for the raid. I appreciate it a lot. I've actually been told that you did something like that before. Like you wrote the entire Wayland bullshit from like scratch in Zig. And I'm like doing the same shit but for Jai right now. So I guess I have some videos to watch. Yeah, so I guess I have a lot of videos to watch, right? Yeah. I just can't like look at lib Wayland and like, oh, I'm gonna just use it. Yeah, not happening. And especially after Leonte told me that it's like event callback, like bullshit. Like, nah, bro, we need to write our own. So yeah. Thanks a lot for the raid. For now, we don't have much. We're just connecting to the socket, and I'm about like to send my first message. I don't like callbacks either. That's why actually XCB, like the XLN part, didn't bother me, because XCB is like you send the message and then you ask for the like result. So it's very like you just do the loop. So I don't mind XCB a lot. But yeah, I will leave Wayland, no. Callback racism. Yeah, fuck these callbacks. All illegal callbacks will get deported to the document object model mines. Anyway, but yeah, that's what we are doing right now. Yeah. Oops. I think my program has a couple callbacks though, because getRect requires a callback for sub-window view. So yeah, I couldn't completely avoid them. Anyway, where is... Yeah, double display. So requests provided, it means that this is like just stuff that accepts WL display. Yeah. So I need XMLs. Wayland protocol XMLs. There you go. I'm gonna make few of them by hand to get a feeling, and then we will, I guess, write our own Wayland scanner or some shit. So display. Where's the opcode? How do you read this crap? Is it version ID? No. Wait, what? You won't get the IDs from the XML. The scanner counts the requests events and allocates them in what? But how do you know that it's the right ID? Is this because it's like exactly the same? They just do the same, so it only works because the order in XML never changes? Is this why? So it means that if you come up with some new, like... Oh, so if you want to add something new to the Wayland protocol, you are required to add it to the end, right? Because otherwise it will literally like break everything. Holy fuck. This is what I call XML-driven development. If I ever seen XML-driven development, this is it. This is some, like, don't fucking care energy. You have protocol versions. Ah, so it's like a version. Oh, so if you want display to accept or to have like some new call, or if you want to add some new like parameters, you need to bump the protocol version and like completely re-add it, redo it, right? Holy shit. That's like... I mean, I can kind of respect that in a way, but it's so fucking dumb. But yeah. Okay. So get registry has ID 1. But display itself. So IDs start with 1, right? So the display will have ID 1. Sync will have ID 0. Get registry ID 1, right? And then parameters is registry, and that's it. And WL display registry. Those are like mostly bindings to, okay. WL proxy Marshall construct. Huh. All right. Okay. I guess. So we have registry. Okay, I see. So registry is gonna be ID is like 1. Get registry ID is also 1. And again, how does it tell me the wire? Where's the wire? Again, so what do? We send a header. So we send a header, and then we set the payload that describes request event arguments. Okay, so we do this, followed by 1, followed by 1, if I understood it correctly. Where's the get registry summary? Yeah, there's just like yeah. Oh wait, there's like new ID, so I need to allocate an ID for that. Is there like get ID or something? Sync asks the server to emit the done event of the returned on the returned callback object since the requests. Is there like new ID somewhere? Bind, create surface, create region, create buffer. Also, I need to allocate ID myself. So I don't ask like XCB, so get me new ID. Oh, I mean, I guess XCB function probably just literally bumps some internal counter and gives me the number. Although, actually, no, it returns, the ID it returns, it's like a full-blown number. Right. So get registry, do we have? Nah, really, what the fuck is this? Type storage, oof. Read the object ID section. What's that? Wayland book, sure. La la la. New ID 32, which allocates that object. Which allocates that object when received. Oh, when a message comes with new ID argument, the sender allocates an object ID for it. The interface used for this object is established through additional arguments or agreed upon in advance for that request event. The object ID can be used in future messages either as the first word of the header, or as object ID argument. The client allocates IDs in range of 1, and the server allocates and the server allocates in range of to IDs begin at the lower end of this bound and increment with each new object allocation. An object ID of 0 represents null object. Oh, I see. All right then. Wow. Wow. What can I say? So let me get an ID then. So registry ID, this is an ID of an interface then, right? So it's not like ID of any registry. So it's an ID of the interface. Sure, okay, fair enough. Like new registry ID. There's a single instance of it. Okay. S32 equals 1. Type new ID interface WL. No, well, not callback. Registry new ID registry. Where is it? All right. So message is gonna be a certain number of U32s. Right, and header is gonna be like header with the object ID is new registry ID. Size is gonna be, again, size is, where the fuck is this? I've opened a lot of stuff. Okay, there you go. Upper message size in bytes, starting at the header. Minimum value of 8. So it's 4 and 4. 4 and 4. Of 8. Okay, I see. So size is gonna be something, and opcode is get registry ID. So it's get registry. Get registry, I guess. Right. Now, parameters. Wait, do we even need to send a parameter? Because this motherfucker said or. Right, this object ID can be used in the future messages either as the first word or as an object ID argument. But I guess I need to pass it in both. Get registry, arg name registry. Yeah, so I guess I just need to pass it. Right, so MSG, it's like monosodium glutamate. So it's gonna have like 2 U32. The good shit, yeah. I actually have MSG, like at home. That's why I'm so fat. Header. Wait, so it's 8. And the get registry, wait, what? For you. Yeah. In your case, the object ID in the header will be 1. W display object. Yeah. And the get registry new ID will be 2. Oh, because the global registry is already allocated in on the compositor, right? Oh, so this range is exclusive then. Do I understand correctly? No, so this range is per client. It's not like global range. So that I understand. So that I understand correctly. WL display, it's already allocated on the compositor, right? So 1 is like already taken. So this is just like, or not, or do I like allocate both of them then? Why do I allocate 2 of them if I do it? So my assumption is that this is like already taken. Like the internal shit. And on this connection, I want to designate 2 as the object ID of the registry singleton. So, and what's gonna happen if I send 1 there? If I send 1 in the header and then 1 in the body, what's gonna happen? Will it just tell me like, fuck you? Hey, CodingGee, by the way, hello. It will send me back an error. Okay. So basically, ID 1 is already taken by the compositor, right? And 2 is like, is gonna be my. So it's like global registry ID, this is like my registry, I guess. Hardcoded for display object. Okay, I see. So this range must be exclusive then. If 1 is exclusive, then this is probably also exclusive. Although I don't know, this is like written in a weird way. So maybe not. Maybe not. So object ID is then global. Registry ID. So this is size is gonna be like what? We have this is 2. So 8. Plus 4, so its size gonna be 12. Just to hard code this shit. This is not gonna work like that. How do I like pack them in a nice way so it's like MSG? It's like 1, 2, so it's gonna be three integers. First 2 is gonna be header, and the 3 is gonna be multiple buffers as a single request. Oh shit. Yeah, will it pack it? Will it pack them for me? What is this magic? Android, macOS. Here. Sends a message described on socket. This function is a cancellation point, not marked with throw. It will copy them in sequence to the socket buffer. So is it like slower than sending it as in a single batch or not? Or not really? No. Name lane. I offlane control. Oh, but I need to do this header. I need to do this header bullshit. Only about IOV. Oh, it's like some IO vector. macOS, Android. Where's Linux? Where is Linux? Data void pointer size. Ah, okay. Uh-huh. All right. So I don't even need to do anything like that. That's pretty cool. But I think I'll just rather like pack it all myself. I guess. Right? Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. So let me first set it just like hard coded. MSG 0 is gonna be global registry ID. MSG 1 is gonna be so again, size, sorry for the flashbang. Upper size and the lower is request opcode. Hey, Alan Musk, hello. Yes, Jai, thank you. Yeah, there it is. I love watching people who know their craft. Well, I have a news for you. I can't say I exactly know this shit. I learned it. So how do you do some like, how do you some like shit and then opcode? It's like no, it's like use 16. You do it by how many bytes? By 2. And get registry, so it's like U16 and yeah, so something like that, right? And then MSG2 is equals like my registry ID, I think. Let me like compile it and see if it can even work. Like that. The whole first 16 bit are the size. So this, no? I need to do it like that by 4, right? Then hey, good night, Coding Greed. Thanks for stopping by. A higher beat. Yeah, fuck, because this shit is inverted. Yeah. You're totally correct. So it's gonna be 12, and then this crap will be shifted by. So we have 2 bytes. This is 2 bytes. I need to shift it by 1, 2, 3. I need to shift it by 3. By 3 bytes. Three bytes. Is it not 8? No, it's not, because no, you're right. It's not 8 because it takes 2 bytes. So you need to shift 2 bytes 3 times. Right? 2 bytes 3 times. So you like shift the whole shit like 16 bits over. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. It makes sense to me. Yes. I'm so bad at bit shifting. I never do it in my day job. So yeah, I just don't know shit. I have an idea for real devs. AI cursor slop check. What? There are so many vibe coders now who are just pushing code and getting XSS attacks, for example. Offer something especially for them to review things. So you write your XSS checker also with cursor slop. Right? Because the only thing you can sell to vibe coders is AI powered. And then your XSS checker will hallucinate XSSs. So you will have vulnerabilities inside of your vulnerabilities. Nice idea. I like it. So what's that? I need to write shit to the socket. Write Wayland socket. There you go. Wait, where's normal write? What the fuck? Oh, there you go. File descriptor, buffer, and length. Okay. So Wayland Soccer buffer is gonna be MSG and length is gonna be length in bytes. So 4 by 3, 12. MSG the data, of course. Now we need to check if the write succeeded. If W error couldn't write to the Wayland socket. So The fuck? Ah, yeah, let me... Huh? Constant type, but we got an expression of U32. Undeclared identifier Wayland socket. It's literally here, my brother. What do you mean? Oh. Like that. Hey, Pains and hello, hello. Vibe coders. It's just, yeah, if people who don't write code, who just prompt AI for everything. It's just like new buzzword. On a game? No. I am writing a Wayland library, but ultimately for this project and beyond. Yeah, there you go. You can check it out. Mismatch and level of indirection. Yeah, okay, we'll do this. Do that. Type wanted, type given. Why is this an S32? Who put it? Who made it S32? What the fuck? To call on a non... Ah. Shit. So you can't do that. This sounds like a bug. Cannot cast from an array to pointer. Oh, I'm an idiot. It should be data. MSG. Yep. Okay, so we are compiling and we are running without any errors. Look at that. Now we need to receive an answer. So how do we do that? Creates a registry object that allows the client to list and bind, blah, blah, blah. There's some kind of like round trip we need or some shit. Where's Wayland book? Where is the Wayland book? I opened so many shit, so much shit. I've opened so much shit. Wait, where's the terms of contents, bro? Message is prelocated. Deactivated lasers with my dick. Now it's time to blow this fucker down. How you figure out a way to make... Yes, we're figuring it out right now. And we're doing it the hardest way possible, from the wire, without using any libraries. Where is the XML? So... Error. Delete registry. So. Bind. So I guess I need this. Or maybe not. Oh, I need to call the callback. Yeah. Clients can handle the done event to get notified when the related request is done, because are created from the multiple independent factory interfaces. Is something completely different? Oh, okay. So how do I guess sync to emit the done event on the returned callback object, Are handled in order and events are delivered in order. This can be used as a barrier to ensure all previous requests and result. All right. The object returned will be destroyed by the compositor after the callback is fired. Two messages above. It's not explained well in the book, but once you call getRegistry, you automatically get an event for each global object. Oh, so I can't like inspect the registry and get it back. I just hoped that I would get some kind of an object back, and it would like tell me something about like devices or whatnot, so something I can like read and print to the console. It just happens automatically when you get registry. Huh. So, okay. So I wrote, and then I need to read a bunch of crap. But I assume... Yeah, so I sent get registry and now I need to read. But like, I guess there's sort of some kind of a way to tell Wayland that I'm not interested in literally everything. That's like, okay, I'm interested in reading the keyboard and I'm interested in reading the mouse and some shit like that. Now I have this Peak of Destiny song stuck in my head. I get everything and only bind what I want. Wow. Binds a new client created object to the server using a name. Unique numeric name of the object and the ID. Wow. Let's check the book. Let's check the book. Yeah, I mean, I understand that. I understand that. I'll just need to honestly just read it instead of jumping around. Atomicity, the most important. Every frame is perfect. It's not true anymore, is it? Like, there's explicit sync or some shit that lets you make frame is not perfect. That frame that is not perfect. Versioning, yeah. But streamer, you are perfect. Hey, Serpent. Hello and welcome. Thank you. You too. No, you. Let me actually check the example. There's some like Z code or some shit that maybe does something interesting. Oh, it's actually pre-made library, right? Oh, look at that. It does something similar. Size in bytes of the message and the opcode. Sync. We pass in the only argument that this opcode takes ID for the registry we are creating. Yeah. One. Size in bytes, get registry. And registry ID. Registry ID is next ID. All right. So, okay, it's actually the same exact shit, right? So first is get registry and then sync. Yeah, so that's what I was waiting for. Like, what do I call to kind of like it's just, you know, okay, I create registry. What do I even do then? What do I even do after that? So this is, I guess, what I was looking at. I guess I call sync. So I call on display, I call the 0. And some kind of callback. Yeah. Some XDG bullshit. How do we know that the opcode for WL registry request is 0? Because it's the first request in the protocol for, yeah, okay. For registry. Is it first though? Bro, where is it? No, the first one is sync. What are you talking about? Sir? Ah, it's a different object. Okay. Sure. All right, I understand. Now, so what do we do here? So kind of a buffer, message buffer, and then, okay, we do read, message buffer, parse event messages based on which object it is for. If event header, an event is, where's the event struct? Where's the event struct? Oh, there you go. Ah, yeah, header and a body. Okay. And header is object opcode size. So the same shit I did. Also without alignment. Cool. Okay, so we read an event. We check if object ID registry done callback ID. And this is we allocate ourselves. We do the break. If registry ID and opcode event global. Yeah, okay, and this shit just parses events. All right. And when we break, we're basically done. Now what? Okay. All right. You know what I thought is would be like a good thing to do is probably just to create like a program that Maybe like lists all of the available protocols or something like that. Like I just want to print like some stats from the Wayland connection just so I know, you know, just so I get the gratification of getting something done a little bit. And you need 500 lines to do that? The fuck? Oh, shit. Well, I guess I have some reading to do, right? I guess I have some reading to do. Fucking hell. Okay, I see how it goes. To open a window. I don't think it opens a window. Or it doesn't do it. It's something like this. There are like window. And it's like in Wayland, there is not like a concept of window. There's like surface or crap. No, I mean, you know, Wayland having an opcode to create a window would be too fucking easy. Wayland is above that. Right? Like if I go to the protocol and I do create window, no. Right? Nothing like that. There is no windows. You need an extension for a protocol extension to create a window. Yeah, XML and Surface, the future. Okay, I think I'm like done for today because yeah, I'm kind of tired and I'll probably not gonna be able to do much done. Like if I do something, I would just mindlessly port this Z code to Jai up until a certain point, and I wouldn't probably, you know, not much would stay in my brain from this kind of activity. So I think what I'm gonna do is like tomorrow, maybe like on a lunch break or so, I'm just gonna read something about Wayland so that I'm more informed. And then at the evening when I stream, we'll just actually get something like printed or some shit. I don't think we'll be able to create a window, but we'll probably be able to print extensions that we are supporting or something like that. Because seems like past this, like the message and the header, everything else is just you send opcodes and receive back some results, I guess. So yeah, and we will again parse XMLs. Yeah, we will need to parse XMLs naturally. Naturally, so sad. XMLs. No. But yeah. So I guess it's gonna be it for me. Not really AGG, to be honest. I can't call it AGG in a good faith. Do I? No. Yeah. I mean, we connect to the Wayland display and we send a message, but we don't receive anything. Yeah, so I guess I'll do some reading of stream about that. So let's maybe rate someone. Who is streaming? Who is streaming? There is Mr. Fourth Dimension. I rated him recently though. Yeah, thanks for watching. Yeah, I know, I can't really call it a GG. A bit underwhelming. But I mean, maybe it's understandable because I don't know anything about Wayland, like at all. There's also Mr. Wonder. Why is he... Okay. it was just NASA. Screw NASA. We'll raid some epic gyres. But yeah, here's my social shit. I'll upload the stream to YouTube as usual. Discord is where I post stream notifications. And yeah, that's gonna be it from me. Thank you everyone for watching. Thanks Pharaoh for the raid a lot. I will see you all hopefully tomorrow. Yeah, bye bye.